En tout cas, bienvenue dans cette journée de merde où rien ne fonctionne, où le stream lag, la webcam est dégueu, les voisins font du bruit. J'ai déjà vu l'alerte de stream en surcharge. J'ai envie de tout casser. Ça va bien se passer, ça va bien se passer. Donc on est toujours sur le bateau, il se passe toujours des trucs, on est toujours bourré. L'OST est toujours aussi cool, ça fait pas 4 fois qu'on voit cette scène.
¡No hay nadie aquí! ¡Esta también está vacía!
Ah, ça a l'air de tenir. Mon Dieu. Vous allez me dire que c'était fluide là? Incroyable, c'est fluide, ça marche. Je déteste en même temps. Hein. Pardon pour les petits mouvements de caméra. Ah. Ah oui, il y a toujours les alertes un peu fortes. Hein. Merci Bob le Panda pour ton sub et merci Q2 pour tes 15 mois de sub. Des bisous. J'ai beau avoir baissé un peu le son des alertes.
Born to be wild.
Merde. Non, bah les voisins, ça s'arrêtera un peu tout seul, hélas. Ah, c'était un peu rapide là.
Concentrate, they're trying to kill you. I was letting myself get distracted from the task at hand. The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. The bed was made. I could only guess that Passos was upstairs in the thick of it. Whatever it was.
Ou alors c'est les travaux comme d'hab de mes voisins, c'est-à-dire il met 2 coups de
This was
perceuse,
where Marcelo was supposed to be sleeping.
il
He
s'arrête,
barely come down to this
en
deck.
2 heures il remettra 2 coups de perceuse.
Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow.
Gros patator là. Il n'y a pas des soins là. J'ai pris un peu cher quand même. Au bout d'un moment, il va plus y avoir de surface à percer. Je pense qu'au bout d'un moment, tu sais,
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¡Está ahí!
Bon, le souci des travaux, c'est qu'il est fait que le dimanche chez les jours fériés.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need
Mettre
for
les mains
a
sur la
wake-up
vanne, ça va
whiskey
mieux.
after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¡Hey! ¡Hey! ¡Cúbreme! ¡Listo, parce! ¡Ya puedes adelantar!
Alors, je sais pas comment, mais je me suis soigné. Ouais, alors c'est pas très académique, hein, comme façon de s'occuper des gens, mais bon, hein, on fait avec. Il n'y a pas de soin.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
C'est quoi, on va prendre le patator. Merde, j'allais dire on trouve plein de munitions depuis tout à l'heure, mais la porte s'est fermée, je peux plus reculer. C'est bon, au niveau du son, le volume, c'est bon, les bobards.
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
Ah, un stream qui rame pas, fluide, beau, pas de
I
problème
didn't
de
like
son.
to think what was behind the door.
C'est étonnant.
They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
J'ai monté un peu ma voix.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
Ah, vous avez du tearing à l'écran? Parce que moi j'ai la G-Sync, alors moi je m'en fous. Full tearing, alors attends. Voilà. un peu mieux là. Putain, mais ils ont pas de médoc dans leur WC.
I had to save some valuables.
Pardon.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel! ¡Venid para acá! ¡Qué porquería!
Ah bah le repos, je l'ai pris hier.
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
C'est vrai ça. Ah merde. Ah!
¿Cómo te encuentras?
What? Oh, dans mon dos. Puis, ce moment, il est chaud. Hein. Ils vont pas venir par hasard. Oh, je suis en normal, hein. C'est bon.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
C'est vrai que tout le monde a disparu. Hein. attendez, dans un bar, il y a toujours des antidouleurs pour faire des cocktails.
¡Vas a morir aquí, gringo!
Oh là là, oh ça sent. Il va me falloir du soin là. Hein. Ah, il y en a deux.
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
On a le temps pour un peu de piano?
And the band played on.
Qu'est-ce qu'il est torturé ce Max?
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Alto! ¡No se mueva!
Bon, c'est stylé, mais mais j'ai plus cher. Ah putain, je recharge. Ah, ça a été.
The boat was well appointed.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Hoy te vas a morir!
Qui me tire dessus. Ah toujours l'œil, hein. Ah putain. Ah. Eh ben, merci Ray Ayanami.
The pirates
Ton
wouldn't
raid.
get everything.
Ouais, le HUD au niveau des balles, ouais, c'est vrai que je l'avais bougé et j'ai oublié. Tu veux que je le bouge? Donc j'avais dit que je faisais ça. Non.
¡Te voy a abrir la cabeza!
Voilà.
¡Levántate una puta vez, hombre!
Non, on va la refaire par contre. Salut Edouard le pirate. Merci encore, Ray. Écoute, Skoki, maintenant que t'as demandé, t'as su.
Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Mycène sauvage. Je connais pas. Hein. T'as vu, Philippe? Bon, il m'en reste un. Il m'a tellement mis cher.
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat.
Il y en a, il m'a mis une balle, il a dû me mettre un headshot. Hein.
I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here. Didn't realize you knew your way around here.
Il est revenu.
Using that building to get across the canal.
On repassera pour l'infiltration. Hein.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Get across up top.
Oh, j'ai pris cher, je crois.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Ah oui, non, c'est vrai. Les grosses armes, t'as qu'une munition.
My own
Enfin,
private
tu peux pas les
welcoming
ranger dans tes
party.
poches, t'as qu'une munition.
Eat shit and die.
Merci Lucius pour tes 22 mois de sub. Fustigeons les fesses avec une liasse de 500 € du pognon. Ça va Lucius? Comment ça se passe?
You don't! Ah! ¡Coño de su madre!
Oh! Ah! Ils sont pas tous morts! Pas loin. Ouais, moi je suis le genre de mec à tirer sur les portes pour les ouvrir. Commence à faire chaud. Ah. Ça va, nous ici, enfin il a fait gris, il y a des orages.
But it was locked. I had to find a switch. I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
C'est bon, on a 3 soins, on n'en a jamais eu autant. J'allais sauvegarder, mais ça sert à rien. Putain, l'autre, il m'a tiré dessus après avoir été touché. Ah non, moi j'ai pas encore sorti la clim. Hein. Allez, dans le tapis. Ah oui, non, bah toi t'as un truc de riche. Alors bien sûr, après on va se faire une session où on se regardera le film Max Payne en ligne, hein, bien sûr. Un film incroyable. y a un film avec Mark Wahlberg, hein, je crois. Je crois que c'est lui dedans, ouais. Et c'est pas bien, hein. C'est vraiment pas bien. En plus, je l'ai vu en canadien.
There wasn't time for that yet. Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter. For what
Salut
it's
Samy.
worth.
Bah pas loin, Ibuki. Parce que genre la première scène où il poursuit un thug dans les WC d'une gare ou un truc comme ça, il le prend, il fait écoute-moi trou de queue, dis-moi où je peux te trouver, Roberts. J'ai fait ouais, bon ok, j'arrête. Mais je vous conseille de regarder le Crossed sur Max Payne.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man.
Salut Toram.
This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
Salut Kyria.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Gros silencieux, hein?
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the
Ce
stooge,
silencieux à la...
the bad joke everybody
à la
got but
Postale.
me.
Salut la godesse. Salut Arkham. Ouais, on a commencé depuis 40 minutes en fait. Quoique, je préfère le silencieux dans Postal. Attendez, petit truc dans l'œil. Ah, je fais bien. Ça parle vraiment mal des mamans dans ce jeu. Hein. Avec le chat, ce coquille, ouais.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
Pas Portal, Postal. C'est un peu de l'infiltration là ce que je fais.
You can't unsee something, but you can dull the effect. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already.
Un gros film Postal. Vous pouvez aussi regarder le cross sur Postal. Ça a l'air de bien marcher, hein.
Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Franchement, Max Payne 3, tu lui mets juste une gestion de l'éclairage d'aujourd'hui. Je pense que t'as un remaster pour pas cher et qui marche bien.
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando? Porra! Atacar no alvo!
Oh, je la connais cette arme. On s'est déjà vu. Ouais, et puis ils ont dit que il y aurait plus de rétrocompatibilité sur One. Maintenant ils travaillent sur celle de la Scarlett. Donc là il y a eu le dernier badge de jeu. Donc s'il n'y a pas le jeu de votre cœur rétrocompatible sur One,
Don't have time to play with myself.
merci Docteur Gratos pour tes 3 mois de sub. Des bisous. Je vois que le silencieux il se détruit au fur et à mesure. Hein. Azura est rétrocompatible, ouais. Avec tous les DLC. Va falloir qu'on se le refasse. Hypé par Gears 5 ? Oui. J'avais vu Gears 4, il était cool. Un dernier chapitre qui est énorme. Une fin qui était dégueulasse, par contre. Mais je me referai peut-être le 4 avec Tom avant la sortie du 5. À la fin, j'ai hurlé. Alors, je referais bien tous les Gears, mais on les a fait il n'y a pas si longtemps que ça, et je sais pas si j'aurai le temps, en fait. Et en plus, ils sont tous rétrocompatibles. Il y a Ultimate et 4 qui sont sur PC. Oula, oula. Ah, quand je tue pas comme ça, je suis mort, d'accord. Mais si je refaisais tous les Zelda... Merci Linus pour tes 17 mois de sub. Parce que j'ai fait gagner pendant le marathon FF, ça va partir la semaine prochaine. Ne vous inquiétez pas. C'était dur de prévoir tout ça avec le 3. Ah, c'est B. Ah, X c'est le demi-tour, d'accord, c'est pour ça que je comprenais rien. Salut Heisenberg. Ah, il y a un petit fusil là. Ah ouais, mais... Ne me sous-estime pas, Carapace. Ne me sous-estime pas. Les projets à la con, j'ai une passion pour ça.
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about?
Bon, je pense pas que le pire ce soit Ezo. Hein.
I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall.
De toute façon, on a le temps, hein. C'est au 5000 subs.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication.
C'est un peu plus puissant que ce que je pensais.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Je suis même pas à la moitié FF. Et en même temps, je vous fais plaisir, je vous rajoute un FF bonus. Je vous rajoute le 14. Pas du tout parce que c'est une OP. Hein.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Sans déconner, il a lâché son arme. Un marathon de Jack and Dexter, j'aime pas du tout Jack and Dexter à cet écran. Rediffusion sur 40 mois. Ça commence à faire beaucoup. Hein. Il va falloir arrêter. Hein. L'oreille hein, pour changer un peu les yeux, ouais. Il joue à 1, c'est vrai. Non, il est encore très efficace, Max Payne. Je sais pas, il me semblait que beaucoup de gens râlaient par contre sur le 3, mais en fait niveau gameplay, il est cool. Hein. Là.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
Les gens qui étaient pas contents du jeu. Ouais. À croire que c'est ça, hein, les gens râlent pour rien du tout. Un peu trop rail shooter.
There it was, the soundtrack to my life.
C'est pareil que le 1 et le 2, quoi.
And, for a few seconds, came harmony. Finally.
Putain, pas assez sombre, pourtant. Pas très joyeux comme jeu. Hein. Ah. parmi la cam.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho!
No,
Caralho!
espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
Non, il est pas assez sombre hein, le
For
jeu.
all
Hein.
Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in.
Non, franchement, ça va.
Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
J'ai cru que c'était encore un piano.
It was locked from the outside. They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
Ah mais attends, il y avait d'autres armes. Serre-toi, gars.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication. Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Crash of Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange?
Oh, Shenmue, c'est un cas compliqué. Hein.
I had to hurry up before more of those assholes showed up.
Shenmue, c'est... J'attends la fin de l'histoire depuis des années, quoi. Mais est-ce que j'ai envie de m'infliger ça, quoi? Ouais, c'est ça. Je suis ok.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way
Et même
to
si on se dit que c'est la suite directe du 2 et du 3, tu vois, même dans les mécaniques, quoi. Putain, le mini-jeu des tortues, quoi.
Then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Vi. Quem sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
Yakuza. Et on fait un Yakuza cet été. Hein. Yakuza Kiwami 2 après le marathon Half-Life. Le truc, c'est que les jeux ont évolué, mais pas Yu Suzuki, visiblement. Hein. C'est-à-dire qu'il va y avoir un Shenmue 4 ? C'est-à-dire qu'ils font un Kickstarter pour Shenmue 4.
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Donc, comme je vous ai dit, ils auraient vraiment dû faire le trip jusqu'au bout. Et prendre le même moteur que sur Dreamcast. Hein. Au point où on en est... Trait de tête. Ah bah oui, tant qu'à faire, j'essaye le one shot, Jergal. Hein.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building. And all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Là là, il y a de la question. Hein. J'ai l'impression que le building est en train de s'effondrer. Ouais, effondrage. Tomber. Peut-être. Ah oui, alors. C'était compliqué le saut. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Tout va bien. Les remakes de Shenmue 1 et 2, non. Non, moi je les ai sur Dreamcast. C'est vrai que j'avais pas touché au remake. On les refera, on fera un marathon Shenmue. Oui, remake, master. Ça va être dur. Ah, Shenmue en live, c'est raide. Hein. Pas prévoir de quoi meubler.
Was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Une vraie relation de franche camaraderie. Hein.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there, it wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. and it's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up.
Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai fudeu! Meu conta deve tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda. Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocentes! Vai se fuder aqui dentro! Vai ver quando aparecer contigo mesmo aqui! Eu não fiz nada! É aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão. Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou. Valeu, amigo.
Ah,
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing? What? What are you doing here? O que você está fazendo aqui? What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
You hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Atira a bomba! Atira! Vai fora daqui!
donc le premier j'ai un peu raté, j'ai pris très très cher.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Il doit y avoir un peu de médoc là. Oh bah dites donc, ça se met bien hein. Putain, y a même pas de... Ah si.
About the only friend I had left in that town. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Merde. Ah!
Me dá um nome. Eu só sei que teve um apagão.
Max Payne, passion se jeter dans les murs. Hein. Oh, il m'a allumé. Coucou, c'est Maxou.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Alors. Attendez, je m'arrête. Oh! Oh, il a bien visé. J'adore ces séquences.
The security switch had to be in that booth.
Je crois que c'est un deagle là que j'ai vu. Pas un flingue.
Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
On n'est pas loin de la fin, hein. Normalement.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
pris cher. Ah ouais non, même en... Il me faut une fumigène.
Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste.
Yakov. Je sais pas ce qui se passe dans cette ville, mais c'est un peu le bordel quand même, hein.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving.
Pas sûr que ce soit la meilleure arme le pompe, mais là comme c'est plein de petits couloirs.
Porra, você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu respeito?
J'ai mis combien de balles dans la tête?
Que porra você tá tentando? Virem para
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Oh, j'ai pris. T'es pas mort, hein? Oh là là là, mais ils arrivent tous au compte-gouttes! musique se calme.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Non mais dans les WC, il y a toujours des soins. Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ces WC nuls?
Special Forces painkillers.
Les Pochettino.
Você consegue se levantar? Larga a arma, seu cuzão!
Eh oui, qui voudrait une arme en
Police
or?
food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Totalement plus visible. Il y en a encore un, je le sais. Eh ben, il aura mangé lui, hein.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up half-wit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Encore. Bim!
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. They had their body armor. I had mine. I saw the elevator doors were open.
J'ai pu vérifier le PC, c'était pas un Alienware.
there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Ouais, visée laser, on s'en fout, il y a le point. Faut vraiment qu'ils apprennent à ranger leur bureau. Hein. C'était un rogue. Bien rogue. Putain mais tu le tues comment lui? Ok, on recommence bien en arrière.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Alors mon viseur laser il était vert hein, tout à l'heure, pas rouge, hein, je m'insurge.
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be lost. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
Pas de soin, pas de soin.
I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Ah, j'ai cru que j'étais en mode ralenti au début. Attends, l'autre, je l'ai sur Xbox. Faudra qu'on se le fasse un jour.
Was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself.
Le mec est quand même en train de vider un commissariat de forces spéciales.
Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Moi, au bout d'un moment, un mec comme ça, je le recrute, hein.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. That would have been too easy. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Ouais, ok, ouais. On est d'accord, il s'est passé un truc bizarre. Voilà, voilà. Manque pas une texture là par terre? Ah, ça va être compliqué là. Ah, profitez, hein. Je me disais, tiens, on n'avait pas eu de bug.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Oui, je fais le jeu sur SSD. On va peut-être essayer de recharger parce que là je...
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Oh, bon bah là c'est bon. Allez, vos mantis.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Sérieux? C'est dans le laboratoire de Médoc.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Ah, je crois que j'en ai raté un.
Sou melhor que
J'ai loupé le succès, ouais. Je les avais tous eus jusqu'à maintenant. Les poubelles. Comment ça s'est passé les dédicaces? Ah, ça préchote, hein.
Morre, diabo! Me abra caminho!
Mas você tem que me dar cobertura!
Merde, t'as acheté une BD. C'est la classe.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else. Something buried deep in the past.
Bon, allez, on va prendre le fusil à pompe. Il y a pas mal de munitions. Pourquoi il prend pas un fusil à pompe qui est
Rodrigo,
accroché?
Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so
Ah,
many
mais-
times before, I'd found my...
Oups. Ah bah voilà, le
It
jeu.
was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act.
Ah bah voilà.
It was time to get out of that circus
Non.
before any more clowns showed up.
Maintenant, prends le casque. Prends les bottes. Déguise-toi comme eux.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
Je me retrouve dans le truc de simulateur de... Il est mort?
Pode matar esse trouxa aí! Compreende! Você vai morrer aqui, amigão!
J'ai un peu raté, je crois.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Il sert vraiment à quelque chose, le gilet. Hein. Oh, je crois qu'il se rendait. Trop tard.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Ah, Shadow Warrior. Les bons jeux des fouloirs, ça. Très très grand ce commissariat quand même.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Mais que va-t-il se passer? Vais-je réussir à survivre? Eh bien, vous saurez tout ça après cette petite pause. On en est à 2 heures de jeu à peu près. Je vais en profiter pour couper la VOD, faire une petite pause, aller au WC. Parce que j'ai très envie d'aller au WC. et je reviens tout de suite. Profitez-en pour prendre un goûter. Voilà. Moi j'ai réussi à trouver des yes. Je suis vieux. Allez, à tout de suite.